I would describe legal files as somewhat of a one-stop shop where every single thing that you do on a file can be saved to that file, whether it be tracking the emails that may be associated with that file, tracking the people that are associated with that file, tracking notes, having a mail log, having a call log. It was not fun. The problem was that we had an Access database, and it was not very user-friendly. It only stored a very little amount of information. It had no real reporting capability that was valuable. It was very hard to find files. For us, because we don't do a lot of litigation, the issue that we have is a lot of the software is built for litigation. And so what we were looking for is something that was multi-purpose, something that could be used for litigation, it could be used for matter management, for contract management, really no matter what it would be. To give you an example, a lot of the softwares that are out there right now can't track a license, for example, like a business license. They just don't have that functionality where you can change it. So really I was looking at the different softwares and saying, okay, well this one's nice, it's 5 times as much as one product I've found, which ended up being legal files. This one's nice, it's maybe price competitive, but it really has no ability or functionality to switch and to make that custom window that you can do very easily in legal files. And then you start doing all of the analysis of this program offers this program offers this one costs this, and you kind of have to do the analysis of what is the best product across the lines, and that's how we found legal files. Is it matched up with all of our criteria. It had the most affordable cost. It had the most dynamic ability to change to match whatever we wanted to do, and it wasn't really just built for litigation. Although it'll support litigation, it wasn't just built for litigation. It was a little bit scary because we were in the position of really not knowing what was going to happen. I mean, I had done quite a bit of research and researched other contract management software, but really you don't know what's going to happen until you get into that first day of working with it. And when the trainer came out and worked with us, it was actually very comforting, because really quickly we could see our data up on the screen, and we could know, okay, this is the way that we can manipulate the data to work for us. For example, running a report, we could really never run a report that was helpful in any way. And even in that first week, those first couple of months, we were able to run reports and find things that even 2 months before we weren't able to find in the Access database. Even though the data was there, we just weren't able to find it because you had to look for the right string, and if you didn't look for a perfect, or there was a space or something, you would just never be able to find it. And with legal files, once the trainer came out and said, okay, here are all the different ways you can look for a file, for example. You can look for it begins with, you can look for it contains, you can look for a matter number, you can look for this. There was just a whole new world of possibilities of things that we could do with the system and with the software to be able to manage our contracts. So easily with legal files, what it really became is you'd save all of the emails, you'd save all of the calls, you'd save all of the documents, and in 1 minute you could go find that file, as long as you could remember the name of the file, which it's pretty easy with most of the files, and sometimes it's a little bit more onerous, but as long as you could find that file, you could have the physical file, you could have the electronic file, and really now the physical file has only become really a supplement, and the electronic file is really now the guts of everything that you're going to do to manage that contract or manage that file.